I'm Ron and I'm back again, you know already, but for the first of 7 classic RSRs this week, because TSN is re-showing every Toronto FC match for the run to the 2017 MLS Cup and the 2018 CONCACAF Champions League this week. Every tie is on its own day. Today is the review of Toronto FC versus the New York Red Bulls in the 2017 Eastern Conference Semifinal. I'm reviewing both matches in one video. And I'm going to do the same thing all this week for your 7 VEDA videos this week. So, let's go. So, Toronto FC versus New York Red Bulls. New York Red Bulls in the Eastern Conference Semifinal in 2017. First leg at Red Bull Arena, New York Red Bull Arena. New York Red Bull Arena. Red Bull Arena. We're going to keep that one. New York Red Bull Arena. Red Bull Arena. Toronto FC wins 2-1 against the New York Red Bulls. Goals scored. 7th minute. Jozy Altidore shoots right at Luis Robles. It drops to Victor Vasquez. He volleys it in, slaps it in, whatever you want to call it. It was a goal. 1-0. Halftime. Right before halftime. Marky Delgado is dispossessed of the ball by Bradley Wright Phillips. He is tackled by Drew Moore. Penalty given. And Daniel Royer shoots it, scores past Bono to make it 1-1 right at halftime. And then, in the 73rd minute, Sebastian Giovinco does what he normally does. The Wizard shoots a free kick, scores past Luis Robles. 2-1. And Toronto wins, goes back home with a 2-1 lead, 2 away goals for the second leg. Now, let's talk about the first leg a little bit. What a beautiful match. What a great match by Toronto FC. It was perfect. It was perfect by the team. Perfect. Victor Vasquez was immense. Sebastian Giovinco was immense. Jozy Altidore was everywhere. Everywhere. That's what I want from him as captain. He's everywhere, does everything he can to win. Now, he was better against New York City FC a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it feels a lot more like months than weeks, but I want him to play like that every week. Like that. Now, difference is he was healthy that whole season, so he wasn't really worried about the injuries up until the end, but it was the playoffs, and he was like, screw it, give me a cortisone shot. Boom. Play. But he was healthy the whole season, so maybe that's why he wasn't so worried or scared about playing that way. But he's had some injury problems recently, which probably would do it. I get it. But as captain, I think that's the way Jozy should be playing. When we come back, I hope to see that from him. I hope to see that from him in new games, because that was amazing. Yes, Jozy Altidore was the man of the match for leg 1 at his old stadium, at his old team, the New York Red Bulls, at Red Bull Arena. Well, actually, they played at Giant Stadium when he was there the first time. Well, I think they played at both, actually, but his first season was at Giant Stadium, the Dreadlands. I hate that place, and I hate the teams that play there. Of course. Jets and Giants, I hate them both. I still hate y'all, even though Tom Brady's playing in Tampa Bay now. I still hate you. As in New York Giants and New York Jets, I still hate you. Still hate you, even though Tampa Bay has Tom Brady. No. But yeah, Jozy Altidore was the man of the match in that first leg. But Seba, great. Victor Vasquez, great. Nick Hagglund in as a sub. Nick Hagglund as a sub. Woo, boy. That was awesome. Zavaleta looked pretty good that game, too. And I miss Alex Bono playing like that. I miss it. Why can't he be like that now? Why couldn't he stay like he was in 2017? Because that was masterful. Same as Zavaleta, because he was actually acceptable. I don't know why they fell off a cliff. Hagglund didn't. He didn't. But then he got traded. Vasquez left. Giovinco left. A lot of players on this team I really miss, or at least miss their old form. Giovinco, miss the guy. Vasquez, I miss the guy. I miss Haglund. I miss Zavaleta and Bono's old form that was, for Zavaleta, at least acceptable. For Bono, was amazing. I miss Beitashour. I mean, geez. I miss Nico Hassler, which we'll talk about later. We'll talk about later when we get to it. He had a good couple of moments in the playoffs, even in the second half, but I miss Nico Hassler. I miss Drew Moore. Yeah, he left too. Don't forget about that. He went back to Colorado. Man, I miss the 2017 team. I may low-key love 2019 more because of the ride and what it meant for me personally. But 2017, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Woo, boy. Woo. Honestly, makes me realize how hard that team was to play against. Or how good they were. I mean, I do see a lot of the similarities in the 2020 TFC, but I don't know. If you put 2017 against 2020, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. 2017 probably would come out with a win. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. 2020 may go invincible if there's any more of a season, but 2017, oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Now let's talk about the second leg. But that first leg in the 2017 Eastern Conference Semifinal was beautiful. It was beautiful. Everybody played so perfectly. Now let's talk about the opposite of perfect, the second leg. Well, the referee was horrible that game, for sure. No goals in the first half. Was very chippy with the fouls. I mean, there were some close calls. Seba, Josie. There were some close chances for Toronto. Not really for New York, but especially for Toronto. But New York was chippy fouling everybody all over the pitch. And that referee was horrible. Silviu Petrescu. Oh, he's horrible. I still am pissed to this day. And we won that tie. We lost the game, but won the tie. But that refereeing was horrible. We really should have won that game 2-1, or at least drew it 1-1. But, Jesus Christ, Petrescu is one of the worst referees I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I'm still not happy. But, hey, let's stop talking about that. Let's talk about the meat of what Leg 2 really was. Like, at the 35th minute, Sasha Kljestan pushed down Josie Altidore. They both get a yellow after a little bit of a fighting words, and Josie gets pushed down and goes down easily. Then the fouls get even worse. Then they go into the tunnel at halftime. Josie Altidore gets gooned out by Sasha Kljestan and a couple other players, and I think maybe even Jesse Marsh. Like it was a whole powwow in the frickin' tunnel. New York didn't take the turn they were supposed to. Josie got gooned out, started a big fight. Kljestan and Josie both get second yellows and get sent off in the tunnel. Might I add, a big goon scrap in the tunnel. They both get sent off. Both teams play with 10. 53rd minute, Daniel Royer takes a long distance shot, like right past halfway, like 5 yards after halfway. It deflects off Drew Moore / Bradley Wright Phillips, goes in for a goal. 1-0 New York, and it would stay that way. But 2-2 on away goals. But let's talk about the other BS calls. Seba Giovinco taps the ball up, sort of gets saved. It's a header in, not by Osorio, but he pushes Tyler Adams into it ever so slightly. Own goal, but the referee reverts it, calls it off, still 0-1 New York. Then, in the 90th minute, like right at the end of the game, free kick on the corner by Victor Vasquez. Didn't get whistled in time. Vasquez Olympicos it, by the way. And gets called off because the referee didn't blow his whistle in time, even though everybody was ready. Point being is Petrescu had it out for us. I still think he had it out for us. Not gonna lie. He had it out for us. The man of the match for the Red Bulls was Silviu Petrescu, and they still lost. on away goals. Thank God we scored those 2 goals at Red Bull Arena. They still lost on away goals, but no player was the man of the match for New York or Toronto. That match was a dogfight goon scrap. Like, what happened at halftime was the whole personification of that match. It was a goon scrap. It was a goon scrap. I mean, even the first leg was kind of touchy-feely there, but the second leg, my God. They got a referee that they knew would be behind them, and they just went, screw it. The only way we could beat Toronto is just kick the ever-loving daylights out of them, and it almost worked. I'm still pissed to this day about that game. I don't know, man. Silviu Petrescu, my God. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten fired yet. He's still a pro referee. To my knowledge, he's still a pro referee. He was last season. To my knowledge, he's still there. I don't know how he hasn't got relegated or fired yet. And if they put him on a New York-Toronto match again this year, Red Bulls, I will scream bloody murder. I will scream bloody murder. And if he screws us, I'll scream bloody murder on here too. Point being is I'm still pissed off. So, Toronto fans, if I were you, we still went through, we still happy, and it was a good playoff run so far. It was a great playoff run so far. New York Red Bulls fans, if I were you, shut the hell up. I mean, oh, and by the way, Sasha Kljestan is a, should I spell it out for you? I'm not going to do it, but you know the word. Starts with a B, ends with an H. That's what Sasha Kljestan is. It's a goon B-H. A goon B-H. Spell it out for yourself. Sadly, I don't really hate the Red Bulls as much as I used to because I got a friend, a really good friend who's a Red Bulls fan. By the way, if Richie Laryea ever goes to Brighton, I know you'll be watching this. Buy me a Richie Laryea Brighton shirt because we all know Richie Laryea is going to go to Europe at some point. I know you're watching this. Or I know you will be if somebody tells you I sort of shouted you out, so. Just remember. Just remember. Just remember. Just remember about that Richie Laryea thing. I don't know why. I feel like Richie Laryea would go to somewhere like Brighton. I really do. I wasn't joking. It's called a group chat, my friends. It's called a group chat, my friends. Just remember. Just remember. I don't know why, though, but seriously, I think Richie Laryea would go to Brighton or somewhere like that. Not Burnley, no. That would be horrible for him. Just like Daniel Henry was horrible at West Ham. Okay, so that's that. That's that. So, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about the most boring playoff tie Toronto FC's ever been in. Columbus versus Toronto, the Eastern Conference Finals of 2017. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.